Taking a look around, we see yet another heavy weapon squad coming out. Oh, and we saw some Catachan Devils come out here as well. They are pretty upgraded there. Right there, you can see they have the Demolitions Expert. And do they have a Sarge? I do not believe so. So no, they do not. And again, no real conflict here. Harry is just staying in the game right now just by kind of hanging out and capturing stuff other than what's out there. So definitely mobility is not something that Space Marines usually have a lot of. Obviously Assault Marines do, but all the rest of these guys kind of have to trudge on out there. And of course Terminators move at the speed of molasses. Upgrading the Assault Cannon though, you can see him sporting that delicious looking weapon there. And over here on the right-hand side, it looks like the Heavy Bolter Squad, yes, this is what he had planned. He's going to go ahead and defend the victory points right now. So the Assault Squad is just going to sit there and try their best to cap it, but they're taking a little bit too much damage. They're going to have to back away. Instead, maybe hopefully capping a power node or something? No, I guess they're just going to give up on that entirely. We can see the slow counterattack finally coming all the way down here. Tactical Marine's going to go ahead and grab onto this position here. They do have the improvised explosives there. Go off! Yes, they do! Oh, no! That whole scout squad went down to the improvised explosives. That's looking pretty good there. I think, again, that was a meta pack that we just saw being distributed to troops by the Lord General and his Sarge there. It looked like the Terminator with the assault cannon was just kind of shredding away at the poor guardsmen. Now you can see them just kind of punching away with their power fist. But I think that blink was not so much a close combat one, but more actually a retreat. Terminators can't properly retreat here, but they are at least trying to slug away right now at the Ogryn. You can see the Assault Marines now charging and putting pressure on all of these guardsmen that are just sitting around in the center. And the Terminators, oh, the Terminators going down! Note, ladies and gentlemen, that Ogryns can do this well versus Terminators. And a creeping Basilisk barrage, knocking back the rest of this Tactical Marine squad up here in the north. The Assault Marines now jumping in on top of them just to try and help out. 3 Ogryns left, they're going to have to bail out, but killing 1 model off the Terminator squad there. Not bad, and holding on to a bit of the territory for the time being. It is 273 right now for MetaM0rf and 192 for HoboHarry. HoboHarry is still managing to hang into the game. It looks like, yeah, the Lord General is going to go all the way north right now, knowing there are no units out there. Just going to go ahead and grab onto that. Taking a look around here, we can see why is this devastated Marine squad still here? I guess he had no better place to put it. Maybe forgot about it. Who knows? Waiting for some vehicles to come out, perhaps. Definitely no chance of a Baneblade or anything like that. Really no power by either player right now. Having a hard time keeping any generators online. As you can see, just finally getting back his natural... Oh, we have a little bit of bad matter going on by HoboHarry here. Oh, well. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you never know when your replays are going to get cast. So always, always, always expect somebody to be watching your replays and just have some good sportsmanship. Anyhow. That's the last of that. So anyhow, these guys came up here, pinning down the Lord General, and he was forced to retreat there completely. And not looking too good there. So let's take a look down south here. We've got double guardsmen right now backed up here with this heavy weapon squad and hanging out here with the Ogryns and Tactical Marines here. Again, just kind of playing footsie a little bit. Nobody really committing too much here. The Terminator is down to 2 members only. Beginning to open fire on all of these gentlemen here. But yes, once again, we know that the Ogryns do so well against these guys. So the Ogryns are just charging in after the Terminators. Terminator's blinking away after receiving a heal, I believe. You can see that the Apothecary is just going to chill out up here as well. The Catachans have been upgraded. Of course, they do have that little fusion gun blast, so I was wrong about that earlier. And, oh no, and the Ogryns go ahead and just beat down that Apothecary. That's not going to help out at all. And we can see now that the Assault Marines are coming under way too much fire here as well. And even the Librarian hanging out down here just got here kind of late. That was actually terrible positioning by MetaM0rf there. And a pretty good-looking counterattack by HoboHarry. So MetaM0rf, perhaps a little bit distracted there, chatting away. Did not quite see that coming, and that was unfortunate. So he took quite a bit of damage there, and now we can see the central control is going to go back to Harry for the time being here. So the Ogryn squad now moving back, having beat to death quite a few gentlemen there. Looking pretty fancy, perhaps going to distribute. No. Just going to hang out here for the time being and capping random stuff here. So looks like we have this one devastated Marine squad here still going for the victory points. Just going to go ahead and cap that victory point despite a little bit of fire. And he's just going to have to retreat after this. But it will kind of distract his opponent for the time being. This will help MetaM0rf because he will be triple capping right now. And poor Harry is down to only 120 points right now with a triple cap on the field. So he really needs to spread out his units and grab everything, which thankfully is exactly what he's doing more or less right now. Capping all these points, going to cap his victory point here, and he needs some power. Oh God, nobody has any power in this game. It's kind of ridiculous. Librarian right now, backing up the Assault Marines. The Assault Marines having no problem whatsoever engaging a heavy weapon squad. They are, of course, one of the best counters. Just jump right on top of them and engage them in melee. Takes them completely out of the equation. Oh, and now even got to disrupt the cap going on at the victory point. That's looking quite brutal indeed. Doing lots of damage here. Oh my god, doing so much damage, killing the entire Guardsman squad. That ain't good. We even have a Stormtrooper squad. Stormtrooper squad out on the field right now getting the anti-armor kit. So in case you don't remember, the the Stormtroopers were changed around quite a bit in the sense that they lost their recon kit. So they now have infiltrate by default. So now they can theoretically infiltrate and use their anti-armor kit and that sort of thing. But who knows if we'll be seeing any of that. Northern position right now still fairly well occupied by HoboHarry. He's going to go push on down from the south using the Catachans right there. Or was that Catachans? Yeah, it was. Catachans were sitting here. Just chilling out there. Putting some pressure on these poor gentlemen here. Oh, yes, yes, that is a creeping Basilisk barrage. Never mind. Even knocking apart some of his own Ogryn, but that's fine. Ogryn are tough. They can deal with that stuff. And now, oh, yes, they've got the poor exposed Terminators right now exactly where they want them. You can see we have the anti-armor kit just blasting away at these gentlemen from them. And, man, just look at these Ogres go to town. These Terminators are both going to die practically at the same time. Oh, my God, Terminators taking so much damage, and the Terminator squad goes down. Beat to death by a Stormtrooper squad and an Ogryn squad. Looking pretty good. That's humongous. That's really going to help them out. Once again, you can see it looks like MetaM0rf doing a great job spreading around. Always remember, you win this game through victory points, usually, almost always. So even just sending the Librarian and the Assault Marines up here to capture this stuff, incredibly important. Unfortunately, the timing probably is not going to work out as well as they would like because it looks like a counterattack is going to hit them before they get too much done. You can see the Assault Marines are about half done here, but they're probably going to get knocked back, maybe an old reliable or high explosive shot, but no, they're just going to go ahead and bounce out of there before they have to worry about that. And now the Librarian, oh god, the Librarian getting the Ogryn private time beat down there. You can see he tried to use his Veil of Time to help him get away for the time being. But now we've got Guardsmen here going to cap this northern victory point. We've got the Guardsmen plus the Catachans chasing after all of these poor assault squads. This assault squad just lost a unit there, as a matter of fact. Going to have to back away. Ogryn's capping the other victory point here, and they're just going to shrug and bear it. Maybe, yeah, we're going to see he's going to go ahead and use that full auto ability right there just to try and really knock back these guys. But they even picked up a heal there, so they obviously had one of those health kits there from the Lord General. And the Ogryns now just going to kind of engage all of these Tactical Marines right now. Tactical Marines taking quite a bit of damage. Going to have to back off, actually, if you look at how much they're taking. Oh, no. The Apothecary, of course, can always still heal them. And check out the Devastator Marine. Kind of facing the wrong way there, unfortunately. Never quite got set up correctly. And bam, there's the old Reliable coming out of the Catachan Devils, knocking them back. Great way to begin the engagement, although perhaps he thought maybe that was Heavy Bolter or something. But you never know. Assault Marines charging in, using the Veil of Time ability there from the Librarian, but we'll have to see if that's going to really be that effective because it looks like they're actually getting murdered here. Yes, they are taking quite a bit of damage. Do remember that the Catachan Devils do have power melee, so they are incredibly effective in melee like that. We have once again, oh, here we go. We have once again the Creeping Basilisk Barrage, but great timing right there on the Angels of Death ability from the Apothecary here. That helped out quite a bit, kept his units invulnerable for the time being. But still, HoboHarry just managing to pin MetaM0rf all the way back into his base, and MetaM0rf has just lost so many units now. He doesn't have the scouts anymore. He lost the Terminators. He lost one Tactical Marine squad during the middle of all of that. Looking really, really bad and simply not having enough power. Well, I don't know, actually. He's getting close up there. He might be able to get a Land Raider out on the field here at some point. But we'll have to see. It is 88 points right now to 166 for MetaM0rf. MetaM0rf is down 0-2 in terms of victory points, and we do have a brand new Chimera out on the field right now. So HoboHarry is actually really up in units, doing quite a good job. We can see that the Tactical Marines here trying their best to use some missiles here to do some damage here to that Chimera. Melt-A-Bomb just went off on the Chimera as well, but just the overabundance of all of these Guardsman units here right now is going to really help out. They're going to be able to repair that Chimera, no problem. You can see the Stormtroopers coming back out. We've got the Lord General. Still no upgrades whatsoever on the Lord General, spending his money on all manner of other things other than unit upgrades apparently, which makes sense. He really hasn't had enough power this entire game. We do have a Predator coming out of the battlefield right now, so that was probably the most power effective thing he could get. He definitely wants that sort of, I don't know, it'll help him with the Chimera a little bit, but honestly, I think MetaM0rf is in a lot of trouble right now. He has just lost too many units here. Both sides definitely lost heavy units here, but this late in the game, the Space Marine losses count for so much more. There's plenty more Imperial Guard where that came from, after all. Anyhow, so you can see here the Assault Marines once again trying to use their initiative here to just jump in, do some damage, and grab a heal from the... oh, God, I love the way this paint job looks here. I was going to say grab a heal from the apothecary there. Check out, we got this awesome-looking blue and yellow high-contrast models here, just for the people who have trouble seeing these things on the screen. It looks like he's going to go ahead and focus down Last Cannon, though. Last Cannon Heavy Weapon Squad firing away at the rear armor. That might not go well, but unfortunately the Last Cannon is firing at the wrong target. It looks like Harry is focusing his attention way over here, but now that there are no targets left out there, Last Cannon going to continue hitting. No, he's shooting away at the wrong targets. Oh God, it could be that the Predator's cannon here is actually going to take that thing out. But it looks like, oh God, almost no hit points left on the Predator. We've got the Ogrins just charging in, pounding away at everybody. Oh God, and it looks like, yes, the poor Predator goes down as well, and the Ogrins are just going to be slugging away at all of this infantry. And just look at this massive attack going on right now by Harry, just absolutely dominating the battlefield. Doesn't even need that second victory point. And we have a good game. I'm just kidding. We don't have a good game. We have two people complaining over and over again about what's imba. Oh, well, news to you, 50% of everyone who plays a given game loses it. So that's what's going to happen there. But besides the bad matter, I thought this was a pretty fun and entertaining game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, I'm Harlequin. Good night, good game, good luck.